What if every dream is a memory from a past life? Normally, my dreams are surreal nonsense. But I have had one that was so vivid and terrifying that I entertained the whole past life thing. I was in no man's land in World War I. I remember the mud, just muddy torn up land all around me. I was hiding behind the wheel of a wagon that was full of this vividly yellow hay. The hay was so bright and cheerful in such a miserable place. I was terrified in a way that I've never experienced in real life. I was white-knuckling my rifle, but truthfully, was too frightened to do anything with it. I was all alone, desperately wanting to get back to my lines. The artillery started landing 100 or so yards away, but close enough to knock out my hearing. I remember the way it walked towards me. I couldn't move. One round knocked me against the wagon. I look down and see my arm and leg are gone. My rifle is destroyed. I remember the sensation of warm and wet as I bled. Then, blackness. The universe was fading to nothing, and I had this horrific sensation of desperately clinging to reality. I was struggling to stay me. I was so scared and didn't want to lose myself to the black void. I awoke in a flop sweat, and refused to go back to sleep that night. It was surely nothing, but fuck if it wasn't vivid and awful. Edit. I'm happy people are finding my death dream intriguing. If anyone is curious about reading the short story I wrote based on this dream, feel free to PM me. I'll send it over. You should write a book, hands clapping, till I have a 500-inch skinny cock in a past life. Don't do this to me, man, it's midnight. Every time I try to run in my dreams, the floor sporadically creates square holes in the ground and I always fall through them, meaning I literally can't run. My past life must have had quite the hard time running. Then in a past life the concept of geometry declared war on France, which seems pretty improbable. Yeah, France would have surrendered before the declaration arrived. Against geometry. Please, respect us. We would have surrendered as soon as the prime numbers arrive. Off topic, can we like Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact Belgium, by the way? Weird that so many of my past lives were all the same people with the same friends living in the same time and place as me. So instead of past life, it is an alternate timeline, dimensions. I've often felt that my dreams are not of a past life, but of a parallel life. If you're open to the idea of a multiverse where every possible existence is real, then it isn't so hard to imagine that when you go to sleep, you catch glimpses of those parallel yous in your dreams. I often have dreams where my father is still alive, or where I have a completely different relationship with my daughter, or my childhood home is located in Russia. Maybe those things actually are true in a universe just off to one side of ours. Maybe I'm getting a look into what that life is like. NGL, I felt the same, especially when the dream is super vivid and real feeling. I must have been a god of destruction. Destruction of the toilet? That's not your past life, that's a lucid dream. Never shit in a dream. 2L8T. So in a past life I had sex with my landlord from 6 years ago. Yes. Well, that means I got raped by a lizard in a past life. Huh. Normal-sized, scaled up, humanoid? TBH, it was Salazzle from Pokémon. Also slightly bigger than human-sized. Either you're furry or have some unresolved trauma. Thing is, I'd consider myself pretty much asexual. I would also after that dream. What if there's only one soul in the universe and everyone on Earth, every animal ever lived is just a reincarnation of the soul? What if every past life is also your future life, and at the end of all the cycles we remember all we have learned, the rights and the wrongs, finally enlightened to the fact that the journey at the end finishes upon a single throne? We are all on the same journey to become the one God? I see someone read The Egg. Yep, or watch the Kurjazak video about it. Then I deserve the Medal of Honor, at least a few life sentences in prison, and wrote more than one book on weird sex. How exactly did this happen? Story time. I had 6 nipples on my left tit in my past life. Interesting. The more the merrier. My dreams are usually just flashing images and I barely even remember them. Monsieur, I did have a dream though that was fucking weird and still sticks with me. I'm with my friend and we're walking down a street, and 2 fucking people drop from the sky and have weird faces like just holes for eyes. We're throwing hands and I beat the shit out of them. Because apparently I'm a fucking cyborg. Keep in mind, my friend is standing behind me and watching. I have to fight these 2 fucking things myself. So flash forward. Me and my friend are playing PS4 in his room. I look out the window and the decapitated head of one of them is wriggling around in the front yard. And can only fight again when the sun comes up. I stared at the ceiling for like 20 minutes after waking up wondering what the fuck just happened. Then I felt a lot in past lives. Then I lived in a world where the Nazis won WW2 and created machines to rival that of what was in Mortal Engines but way deadlier, and were hunting down everyone that wasn't a Nazi. Stop playing Wolfenstein. I've never actually played a Wolfenstein game. I've only seen the trailers and that was years after I had those dreams. They are the only dreams that have stuck with me to this day. Besides being chased around by a Godzilla-sized man eating corn dog. What the fuck? Yeah, I've had some weird dreams, my guy. Makes me think of a recurring dream I had as a kid where a time traveler took me back in time and showed me a field of dead triceratops. She brought me to a mother and baby laying next to each other and said this was you. Interesting. Did you do drugs as a kid? Then my last life was Star Wars Marvel Universe with my everyone who to fuck me on my dragon. Jinx, you owe me a Coke. I have prophetic dreams every once in a while. Even today I had a case of deja vu where my foreman and I were driving downtown and points at another one of our company trucks and says, "That's a data guy." You can tell because he doesn't have a ladder. It was exactly like a dream I had a few weeks ago. So am I in a Groundhog Day loop of my entire life situation? Maybe, but can you change things in real life to stop the dream coming true? I don't try to mess with fate. Every time you do that it just solidifies the outcome even more. Look at every guy who is told a fortune only to do some dumb shit then have it happen anyway. Also, the prophecies are just little blurbs of time. Usually not even 10 seconds long. I know, just wondering if you have tried to change them, because sometimes when I get that prophetic dream I can change it and so far there have been no negative consequences. Deja vu is when your brain short-circuits and makes you think what's happening right now is a memory. I wouldn't trust it unless you have outside confirmation you had that memory before the occurrence of deja vu. A journal is best, as other people's memories are also not infallible. Zombies and monsters, eh? I don't think so. Yeah, that's saved for 2020. Goddamn, how many times did I die? Oh, so I used to be housemates with Satan. Hey pal, it's your housemate. Hey bud, long time no see. Remember when you enslaved my parents and then forced me to live with you? But don't you remember that's how you became Batman? I was the one who funded all your toys. You promised to set me up with some of your friends though. You intend to keep that promise? Then I must have pooped my pants a lot in my past life. I dreamt of being chased and stabbing the guy who chased me. Then my past life was horrific AF. Then there are some fucked up past lives. That won't explain lucid dream. It's creative mode. If Op is right, us lucid dreamers have immense power or an ability to step behind the veil, given that we would have crafted our own past lives ourselves, based on ideas from this life, in that we had much more control and conscious experience of it than anyone else. So I got married in the veggie aisle of Costco while riding a Canon. Pretty cool NGL. Then I have a really fucked up life. Yesterday me and 40 Dwarfus was inside a Trojan giraffe. We all wanted to visit Walmart but dwarfs are not allowed in. So that is why we are hiding inside the giraffe. Only problem is that Walmart does not want our giraffe. So we all died. Resurrected one day later. Now we are driving a banana inside a fridge. Plus, well damn, good thing I made it to this life. My past lives did some pretty weird stuff. Then I've been ice skating with the Jackson 5. Were they singing ABC? No, they were just arguing. Past me had it good. Man, I used to be able to jump far. That means in a past life I died watching the explosion of a moving vehicle that I was in on live broadcast. Then my past life was absolute hell. I've been having nightmares most nights for the past 10 years. Oh god. Then I ran naked in Central Park right in front of Beyonce and Jay-Z while my teeth fell out of my mouth. Some life that must have been. Welcome to Reddit, Jaden Smith. If that is true, then past Earth has some really fucked up history that we don't know about. Then the movie IT is real and I must have lost my battle with the deadlights. Then my last life ended by zombies. Good to know that my past lives had the same crushes as me. I must have done a lot of skydiving. So every past life of mine has been much more amusing and amazing than the one I am living now. My teeth fell out all at once? Yikes. I wanna see the fever dream past life. I'd like to know what the hell happened to make everyone turn into Mario. Then I'd be having a shit scary life with a fucking doll chasing me down the hallways of the castle in Mushroom Kingdom. Well, so I did really meet Siren Head. And does he really does the Gangnam Style? I'm not even joking, I once had a dream about that. I've had a dream that Kramer from Seinfeld was ushering people into a safe zone from a zombie apocalypse and was surrounded by lava-spewing volcanoes and the entrance was a very large blue slide. ... If that's a past life, what fucking planet was this on? They are exactly that. Heart smiling face throwing kisses. Personally, I think that it's more likely dreams or windows into alternate dimensions, timelines. If anything more than the brain being super random for a few hours. I've had a few dreams where it's implied or outright stated that I killed myself. So I'm open to the idea of those being either a past life or alternate timeline. I had a keyblade in my past life. I'm quite happy with that. I don't think me dating with my conscious but it's a girl is a past life. Isn't this the plot of Metropolis Part 2? Why do I have so many apocalypse scenario dreams involving the moon then? Oh man, then I have certainly been really near death, like a volcano, a crashing car, train, airplane. Getting shot, falling, getting your arm cut then sewed back together, some really heavy stuff. I would certainly have died more times than the number of people I guess in China. And I would probably be God sometimes and die of being too old. Sometimes I got combined dreams of me falling of a plane then getting blown of an explosion, etc. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.